my goodness, I am so excited to share the story with you guys. I have so many stories, and people don't usually like to listen to me talk about my stories for too long because they say I go off on tangents, and sometimes I tend to do that, but oh, not today. I have a laser focus on what I want to. What is a laser? I don't know. Maybe I should have learned more of the sciences back in the school, but you know what? I hardly even went to school. People are always very surprised when they hear about that, but you know what? Let's get back to the story at hand. You see, one time I opened my own cookie shop. It was really wonderful. Unfortunately, though, it was very dark and rainy when I first put out the open sign, but you know what? I instantly got some customers. I was so excited to have some people who must have come from so far away to come taste my cookies because I'm pretty sure I am kind of like an internet phenomenon. And so they must have come from far, far away to come and get my cookies, but they were not coming inside to come and get them. I just couldn't contain myself, so I went out to greet them, and I was going to give them free cookies, but they were not getting out of the car. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of all the rain. It is kind of unfortunate that it was so rainy on that day. But the scariest thing happened next. I found two children who had been left in the car, and their owner didn't even leave the window down for them. I knew that I needed to spring into action. Sexy Rexy coming to the rescue. So I went over to the car and I said, "Can you get out? Can you breathe?" But I don't think they speak dinosaur. I don't know why. They should teach it at all of the schools. Maybe they do, actually. But I didn't go. So I don't really know. Oh yeah, that's right. That must be what a laser is. I guess I do know what a laser is. But so anyway, I could tell that they were signaling me for help because of the laser. So I was trying to get them out, and I tried a whole bunch of different ways. We were going to tip them out, and then we were going to get them out through the roof, and we were going to go in through the bottom. There was just a lot of different thoughts that we had as a team. But then a man got out of a car, and he was holding a birthday candle, so I knew it was somebody's birthday. And I'll say, I got a little bit distracted from rescuing the children because I love birthdays. And I assumed that's why they were at my cookie shop, is to get some birthday cookies. And then I saw something that would just make Blue so upset. I saw Jeff Goldblum, and I just knew it had to be his birthday. So I had to go and get him and give him his birthday spankings. Cookies. I meant cookies. But on my way to give Jeff Goldblum his cookies, I found something that made me a little bit uncomfortable. You see, there was this guy in the bathroom, and I assumed he was hiding because he has social anxiety. And I could relate because, okay, no, but I can't. Because everybody just loves me, and I love to just talk to whoever will listen, which can be difficult at times. But you're here, and I'm telling you this story with laser focus. Laser focus, Harold. Stay on topic. So I took the man and I picked him up and I brought him back to the group and I encouraged him to socialize with his other friends. And if you've ever heard any other stories other than that one, do not believe them. Trust me, I am a very honest narrator. But anyways, I got back to the car because I remembered, oh my goodness, Rexy, you got distracted by a birthday. You need to go back and help these children. And when I got back, there was a man who had already helped one of the girls get out, and I was very grateful to him. He looked a lot like Indiana Jones, and I only know what that is because Charlie's always watching and talking about those movies all the time. But obviously, the little boy was still not there, and the car had been flipped over from one of our previous rescue attempts. So I just pushed him out of the way. I said, guys, Sexy Rexy is here. I will flip the car over, we will get the child out, and we will all go on our merry way into the cookie shop where we could enjoy the best birthday cookies ever. You see, I had still not yet perfected my cookie lasagna recipe. It would be many, many years before I introduced that. And, well, if I would have thought of that back then, I'd be a much richer dinosaur these days. Let me just tell you that right now. But anyways, we got the kid out of the car, and then we pushed the pesky car over the cliff. It was awesome. And then we all sang happy birthday to Jeff Goldblum, and it was wonderful. But right after we sang happy birthday, everybody left. They didn't even come inside to get the cookies. And I was starting to think that maybe they didn't even want any cookies, but they came all this way, so they must have wanted some cookies. So I chased them down. I tried to give them the cookies, but they really didn't seem interested. I was thinking that maybe one of them needed to go to the bathroom. And seeing as I kind of destroyed the bathroom on accident by running into it, they had to go somewhere else. So eventually I just let them go because it is no fun when somebody's chasing you and you have to go to the bathroom. I have tried to play tag when I've needed to go to the bathroom, and some things just sometimes they just slip right out. It's really uncomfortable for everybody involved. So yeah, anyway, we left Jeff Goldblum and his friends to go to the bathroom, but what I had to do next, obviously, was tell Blue that I had met her favorite person. Oh man, she was going to be so jealous. So anyways, I grabbed hold of one of the Gallimimus to have them deliver a message for me. You see, these guys are how we deliver messages to each other. We do not have the electronic letters or cell phones. Well, look, some of the dinosaurs on the island actually do have these, what you would call modern conveniences, but I like the old-fashioned way of just sending a Gallimimus to deliver a message. That's actually how I proposed to Linda. Oh, man, Linda was so scary back then. Rest in peace, Linda, from the poison tacos. But anyways, the Gallimimus eventually got to Blue, and you see, this is when Blue was going through her all-brown phase. Because, for you humans, I guess a good correlation would be, a goth phase. Blue was kind of going goth these days, and so she painted her whole body brown all the time. It was very silly. And she eventually grew out of it after a couple years. She actually even went through this feathered phase. That one was so silly. She looked like she could be a dancer in your Santiago performance halls. Oh my goodness. I remember my time to Santiago on a real estate venture. That was too funny. I'll have to tell you guys about that some other time. But look, Blue was not very happy with the fact that I had met Jeff Goldblum and she had not. You see, I didn't think she would be so upset. I thought she would be happy for me. Maybe a little bit jealous. Maybe I wanted her to just be a little jealous. Because that's always kind of fun. But I brought her cookies to lighten the blow. I didn't want her to be really mad at me, but, well, she was pretty mad. She attacked me. It was not fun. But you know, these little raptors, they get so feisty. And sometimes you just have to put them down. You know what I'm saying? You just have to show them who's boss. And we all know the head of this one big family we have on the island is me. Okay, nobody gets that confused. And so I had to maybe, throw Blue through a pile of bones just so she remembered that I am king of the island. Oh, yes. She, after that, we got along just fine. It took a little while for her to cool off, but she's still looking for Jeff Goldblum, so part of me feels kind of bad that I didn't actually chase down Jeff Goldblum the whole way and then bring him to her. But I told her to go and check all of the bathrooms, but apparently she just was not interested in anything I had to say after that. But, yeah, that's about it. That's my story. After that, I haven't seen Jeff Goldblum in so long. Until I went to Santiago, and then I ran into him again. But I think Blue saw him around that time, too. So I don't remember her being that mad at me. But after she listens to my story, maybe she'll be even more mad at me. Oh, no way. If she is, I'll just bring her some cookie lasagna, as I have perfected that recipe and now will be adding it to my store for new guests who hopefully don't leave their children in the car. That is such a horrible thing to do. And you may bring up the fact that I at one point lost my child. Well, okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this very special dino story. Oh, man, I cannot wait to share more stories with you guys, as I have so many stories, as I've been very muchly misrepresented across the internet and your Who-Man world. And so I am very much looking forward to putting the record straight. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go. So, goodbye.